not good enough for me since I've been with you. Ooh. It's not gonna work for you. Nobody can equal me. I know. I'm gonna sip on this drink when I'm fucked up. I should know how to pick up. I'm gonna catch her rhythm when she push up against me when she tipsy. I had enough karma for 24. I pick you from across the room. Put it in a body doesn't like go in. But you are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. But you are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Why not? Fucking good time, never had nobody. Got a little dream, but it's not for booty. Feel like the girl, I'm so sorry. Gotta give it to her like you hit a man. Oh, like you hit a honey. I know it's on nobody. I'm never there with you. I do what love is do. You ain't enough for me. Too much for you. Alone. Baby, go grab some bad bitches. Bring them on. Know that just on me. I'ma call my best for you. You know. Pick up that dress for me, you do that song. Too much karma, 24 hours. When we stand next to 24 carats. She left the man at home. She don't love him no more. I want your mind in your body. Don't mind nobody, so that you never hurt nobody. Baby girl, work your body. Work your body. You are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Why not? But you are unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Why not? Fucking good time, never had nobody. Got a little dream, but it's not for booty. Feel like the girl, I'm so sorry. Gotta give it to her like we hit a man. Oh, like we hit a honey. I
Welcome everyone, welcome. Back to the return of FNL here on F1 2021. I am your commentator ALCATRAZ. Welcome everyone to the stream. We have our lowest number back from our 2-week vacation. We have 14 drivers starting out our qualifying session. Quite a lot of big names actually missing as well. Just looking at the front end of the list that we've got here. So no Yamsi, no Jakobski, and no Davies as well. Oh no, there he is. There's Davies 1, 2, 3. And then Kanan's already left the session. And we have made our return back to the freshly updated F1 2021. Hopefully glitch free on a spectator's point of view. But we are being given the blessing of another track added to the game of Imola. Imola obviously added in the COVID season last year, and it gave us plenty of fantastic racing with this veteran track. Obviously, highlight moments was George Russell within the points and then crashing out under safety car. Lewis doing a fantastic understop and then coming through the field again. And then obviously we had Imola this year of Max pushing Lewis wide and receiving damage in that first corner. So we are at Imola, which is a 20-turn circuit. 4.9 kilometers in length, or just over 3 miles, is the entire track length. Obviously, in the bottom right corner, you can see the track layout. And Lewis Hamilton does have the track record for a 1:15.4. Obviously, these drivers in qualifying will go into the 14s here because, yeah, sim racing is fantastic, isn't it? But yeah, Rappel says it's an easy track. With how the game works, seems to be just stay away from the curbs and you have a pretty good time. And another big moment is obviously where George and Bottas actually crashes. So George Russell actually hasn't finished a race here at all. So we are on board with our part-time, full-time driver of Vass. And his purple sector 1 as he is the first car, and we saw him go around this Italian circuit of Imola, where it was off the F1 calendar for some time, and then made the return when the drivers needed it most, when it was mainly a European season. As he comes through up here, which is known for catching some drivers off, like it was at the other Portuguese circuit that was added. Just going up the hill is slightly off camber. It can just cause your car to spin around instantly. But with a 1:15 by Dutchy, already breaking the track record in real life in this simulator. Let's see how Vass can add up as we have Null going into the pits, recalibrating his setup. And Vass goes already across the line for a 15.6, so 6/10 off the pace of his replacement teammate for now, as Bad Voodoo is giving people plenty of room as he still has his front wing intact. Massacles goes in the pit. I have a feeling some guys just got to drive into the pit wall there and just retire like people do usually at Dubai. We can see a fantastic ghosting glitch that I've never seen until now, left-hand side of the screen, of the mirror. That's a first. I've never noticed ghosting this poorly until now. Look at it, it's as clear as day. It's almost like it's full wet, and you can see the reflection of the water as they will separate from the onboard. And have a look around the scenery here at Imola. So Deals is without a teammate today, as I think McLaren need him the most actually this evening, because the points in the constructors is getting close, as Vass and Yamsi, who are the full-time drivers for Mercedes, usually never race together. I think they've only had one race at the same time. I think that was round 1 as well. Every other time was Vass is gone or Yamsi's gone. Mendy has retired. We might get a look from Voodoo. Oh, yep, he's already gone. Mendy was on the simulator very early into this session. It seems to be he needs to be on a little bit earlier with his day off. So that's unfortunate for him, but it's not like it's the worst thing ever to retire early in qualifying, because you're only going to be starting 14th on the grid compared to 20th. So maybe some drivers might think about, you know what, let's just go for it on mediums. If I have a good spot in the top 10, that's fantastic. If not, I finish 4 places behind 10. Like, that's not even that bad, and start on the better compound for overall driving on the mediums, and then stretch out the race longer. And what we've also noticed is the Red Bull livery. I don't know if you get to pick the livery choice, like if you want to go for classic or the inspirational one, because this livery was made since the drivers would have actually been driving at Japan in real life at this time at Suzuka, but you don't get to pick the livery. It's temporary. Oh, okay. So it's just in the game for now. Okay. So you don't even get to use it after this moment. Oh, well, that's kind of lame. I guess we're sporting a white Red Bull. And do we have any Toro Rosso drivers today? Oh, obviously we do. And they're still in the dark blue. The other Honda engine using team. Red Bull 2.0. So far, nearly every driver has done their first scouting lap, setting a time. No one's gotten close to Dutchy. 6/10 off each other. That's a pretty big number in racing. Let's have a look to see what Masticles can produce here. Masticles has been quite consistent early on in the season, but with a lot of these drivers having a 2-week break from proper league racing, let's see how he stacks up. Now, while this is happening, I'm going to be looking on my phone the points. With Repel's system, not a spreadsheet, patterned to make telemetry so much easier for other leagues to use, let's have a look at the race results. No, standings. So going off the standings of the last official race that we had was at Austria. Now, Austria was quite a poorly glitchy kind of race. But in that gave us some spicy results, having Dutchy claim his first win and Dills claim his first second place for the season. But if you have a good memory, the Constructors is actually a lot closer than what even I thought. Mercedes with a team of Yumsy and Vass on 309 total, and then McLaren with the partners of Dills and Papa Fresh also on 309. So we have a draw for the Constructors' Championship so far, and then the team of Haas, which is Jakobski and Zach, is on 252, and then AlphaTauri, who were the 2020 champions, at 239. So that is our Constructors. So it looks like there's only two full-time drivers that will be claiming points for Mercedes and McLaren. And we go over to the team championship. Obviously, Yumsy, knowing how far the distance is to him and the next driver in line. So Yumsy on 234 and Dills is on 216. So Dills needs to take advantage of this race weekend, not only for the Drivers' Championship, but also for the Constructors' Championship. This is essentially grabbing the lead of both. And then we have Jakobski, who is not here tonight, on 187. All the drivers get points from 42 points down, and fastest lap also goes to anyone. So that's why the points are a lot higher than other leagues. Usually, if this track wasn't added, we'll be into the sunny or wet kind of evening of Silverstone, but because of the new track update, we have slotted that as soon as possible to give these drivers the thrill of returning back into league racing after the two poorly, essentially how bad this game has been from start until they forcefully had to release an update for their own esports leagues, because yeah, without that update, it would have been a lot worse for that fucking esports stream, I can tell you that right now. With 7 minutes still left to go, and Vass has only just chipped away 2/10 from his temp teammate Dutchy. We'll stay on board with Ghost. On his outlap, he's got a car coming up right behind him. Who is that? Yeah, Vass is going right over there like Lewis. See, why does that go first when you get to select? It's like this one, then the others. Come on, boy. As he's entering the third sector, and he's about to prepare for his second to last hot lap around Imola. Ghosty currently at a 1:16. A top time is in the 14s as drivers discussed. So he's now going into flat. Start finish line right there. And we're starting his lap as we speak. So this is where the incident of George and Bottas came together, fighting for the Mercedes spot. Heavy braking zone, jumping that curb and flicked over to the fast right left. And he's caught the curb a little bit too much. And he's had a spinella. And there's the Ferrari master plan. That's unfortunate for him. He's got plenty of time to maybe cool down the tyres and go again, or change the tyres over. But that's maybe just caught too much of the curb there. The game will just spit you out. Low ride hard as well. But he spun out in such spectacular fashion. So let's see how the higher, the Ferrari, the A side performs. He's also on his outlap, currently on a 1:15.8. A little lower than usual when it comes to a Davies qualifying, but it's all race dependent. But let's see how he goes. He just invalidated in his own outlap, so and away we go. So just like we witnessed with Ghost, it's a fast left-right straight into the braking zone of turn 1. Comes across, using all the curbs nicely, jumps that curb and then jumps that curb nicely. Is he going to get spit out as well? No, he caught it. You could see his steering wheel was moving left and right quite fanatically, but he regains control and he's flying through sector 1, and then he's going to come through into the heavy braking zone and he's going to flick across that long left-hander, use all the curb he can that's necessary, and then up the hill into the long left-hander as well here. Double left-hander, down the hill. RIP George Russell to the left. And then brake. And then you're going up the hill here. A lot of drivers can be caught out here from the curb. No, he's fine. Now he's going to be shifting down the gears really quickly and he's got to jump over the curb. Nicely. Going down the hill into the braking zone, into the double left-hander, and then essentially it's just a start-finish line to go. And here he comes. How early can he go flat? Nice and wide. Is that invalidated? No, he's fine. He's 4/10 improvement. He goes across the line and he jumps in front of Dills with a 1:15.4. So just a small amount off Vass's time, and Vass is coming out of the pits to try and improve on his time to try and grab that pole position off Dutchy. Sniper Monk has actually purpled Sector 2. Let's see what Sniper Monk can produce here as he's just purpled it. Oh, a lot cleaner of an exit compared to Davies. This looks like a pretty good lap. And he slots into P9, very competitive times. He's just an absolute inch off Ghost's 1:15.9. So Ghost is on his out lap. Or in lap. I'm just going to stay on Vass. See if he can try and attempt to take that P1 spot. And Vass is starting his lap now. Let's have a look at how he produces into the first braking zone. Yellow 1 sectors, that's into the pit lane. Jumps it. Rides that nicely. He's not touching the yellow sausage curbs. I think that was the mistake Ghosty took. That sector is just so quick riding through there. Very far away from the curb. Very Lewis Hamilton-like as Davies has retired in the pit lane. Cannot improve his time no further. He's on the power so quickly here. This looks like a very quick lap from Vass. Let's see what his split is. Just only, not even just a full 10th. Dutchy is just on a different level this evening when it comes to qualifying pace. Is it all in the third sector? Is this where all the time is made up? He's riding the sweaty line. And he's improved by 0.3, but it's not enough. And Dutchy has improved by 0.2 in Sector 2. He's going to break into the 14s, ladies and gentlemen. Unless he makes an individual mistake. Can he be the first to break into the 14s here at FNL? He's 0.3 up on his time. Rides that a lot more than other drivers do, I can tell you that right now. He's got a little bit of traffic up ahead, but it shouldn't be an issue. Only 2 turns to go. Very early on the power. Are we going to see a 14 get cracked into? And we do comfortably. 4/10 improvement, a 14.6. Vass sitting in the dust of his teammate. Can Dills reply? He cannot. Any minute now. Let's see what his time is. He's in the 15s. He improves enough to beat Dills into the top 4. And then Dills goes into the pit lane. What about Null? Is he going to set a time? And he's in the 15. He's just in the 15s. But that is our FNL qualifying. Dutchy taking our pole position here at Imola by 0.6. A dominant performance. It's almost like Yumpsy is still here. And with that one lap pace, it all comes down to turn 1 to see if Vass can jump him and be able to hold that position, because so far he's going to be running away from this race. So Dutchy takes our pole position 4/10 in front of Vass, and then he goes Davies on the front, on the 3rd place. Any minute now, Dills, Mastercalls, Licorice, Ghost, Sniper, Technique is our top 10, and then the rest is Null, Cade, Bad Voodoo and Bendy. Bad Voodoo getting his best qualifying position in the season. And these guys will all... We've only got 14, so start on mediums and just sit. 3 spots, really. I can't remember if there's a formation lap or not. Last time formation lap was off because it helps with, I don't know, desync. Apparently.
Steady calling my phone. Told you before, leave me alone. Always certain you to see me gone. Steady calling my phone. Told you before, leave me alone. Always certain you to see me gone. I ain't trying to play these games no more. I don't wanna be testing your name no more. I ain't trying to feel this pain no more. And I'm sorry, but my feelings ain't the same no more. Used to be my homie, you ain't gang no more. I am not a person you can claim no more. Traumatized over that rain no more. You done put me through things that'll change my core. Steady calling my phone. I done told you before that it's over. Leave me alone. No, it's certain you to see me gone. Dark clouds, you gon' see me storm. I won't go back. But trust me, you gon' hold that. Steady calling my phone. Told you before, leave me alone.
Oh, what's taking so long, man? Oh my god. Bruh. Is it because there's no formation lap? Bruh. Prediction? Good question. Dutchy to run away with it. Then I think Dills is going to make some spots. He might end up in P3. There's probably going to be one safety car. Are we having a formation lap? Oh, okay, so there is a formation lap. And Dutchy doesn't want to do it? Dutchy? Dutchy. Yo, everyone say wake up, Dutchy. Wake up, Dutch. Everybody say it now. But I reckon it's going to be exactly how it starts. I reckon it's going to be this. I reckon Dills maybe gets in the 3rd spot, but that's about it. That's my prediction. Welcome to the chat, Massive. Cookman. First time in the chat, welcome. So we have our pole sitter Dutchy at the back of the pack because he was a little bit too slow off the mark in his own formation lap. Oh, was there contact there? That's Rappel's top 3. Yeah, also another believer of Dills pushing up. Dills is only going to get the podium because of no penalty points. No time penalties. That's what I believe. That's the only way he'll get. There'll be like maybe one safety car because of the lack of numbers. swear to God, there's a safety car with 14 people. Need to evaluate your driving skills, boys. Alright, so Dutchy has finally got himself onto the line. Now we sit patiently, waiting for those 5 red lights. 2, 3, 4, 5. And away we go here at Imola for the first time here at FNL. And Dutchy gets a great start compared to Vass, going down the inside. And we have an Aston Martin flying onto like the grass nearly. And then Vass slots behind. We have a Ferrari going side by side. And Deals is getting forced behind the the Red Bull of, I think that's the Red Bull. No, it's the Alfa Romeo. Just white cars everywhere now. But it seems to be all good and handy so far. We actually have the car of the Alfa Romeo of Ghosty going wide. Let's have a look to see the positions gained and lost. Sniper Monk and Cade falling down the field, but it looks like everyone's quite fine damage-wise. Dutchy is running away from it as I was expecting, up the nearly a full second already. Let's go towards Ghost. Oh, and then we have Davies into the wall! And that's an M plate. That's an M plate for sure, ripped off, and he has to wait for the traffic. And we just caught that on the onboard of Ghost. 1.2 seconds. So there's one side of competition lost from Davies' choke on his own, going up that hill. The transfer of weight from the fuel load, going from qualifying into a full race setup is completely different. A lot of these drivers don't really practice for the full race, especially with the weight. Let's see how Masticles, he's going to set himself up into a turn, overtaking to turn 1. No, he'll stay behind quite deep. But Masticles on the back of any minute now. The pressure of the 2 Honda drivers. Speeding into pit lane as well. Is he going to retire lap 1? No, Sniper Monk's retired from the Grand Prix. His car's sitting in the middle of the track. Oh, Jesus. Bad voodoo. Why are you playing? Why are you riding so close to the sun? Just go to the right-hand side of the car. But we have a virtual safety car, not a full-blown safety car as yet. I swear if there's a safety car like lap 2 on the new circuit, just go back to racing, please. I don't want to like sit here for 3 minutes. More than that, 5 minutes until like the next lap of real racing. Virtual safety car still deployed. A lot of drivers can be caught out from the fast to low kind of speeds here, especially with the Delta. And you rather be losing 3/10 off the driver in front than a full drive-through time penalty. No one wants that. Virtual is still out, like it was at Imola when Lewis needed to pit the most. Technique is falling down. He's gone into the pits and he got 5 seconds as well. Swear to God if there's a fucking safety car. You can see drivers. And we are back to racing. And Dills looks like he wants to take advantage of this straight away. Oh, and Ghost comes out of nowhere. Steamrolling under the brakes. Brakes are not warmed up at all. And nearly, absolutely tombstone pile drive fucking Dills right in the gearbox of that braking zone. And now he's broken away that toe slightly, as we can see the perfectly reflected mirror on the left hand side. Dills needs to make a move on Masticles in the next 3 laps to maintain that pace towards the front 3 before they get too much airtime, really. Because any minute now is enjoying that 1 second difference out of that DRS of Masticles. And Ghost is on the back of Dills once again, 4/10. He lost a few tenths before when he just outbroke himself. Oh, Dills going wide there. The tyres are not warmed up yet. Ghost might take advantage of this, chuck it into overtake. He does. You can see the green light on his dash. And the DRS is open for Dills, but Ghosty with ERS and DRS, he potentially wants to get a move around the outside. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, goes under the braking and flies around, goes over the sausage curbs to maintain the position, and he caught the inside curve and he spins! Ghosty, no! And we have the worst camera angle. And half spins it back across. So he went from still we rise to still we fall in about 2 seconds there as the Alfa Romeo driver spins in Sector 1 like he did in qualifying. That inside curb and Dills gets away with potential damage. Sector 1, 2 yellows. That is Ghosty once again just letting Voodoo go past. He potentially maybe spun again with those hot tyres. But Dills has some work to do from the... oh, good catch. A lot of work to do. You need to catch 2.5 seconds to Masticles, and any minute now goes deep. And now Masticles hunting down any minute now on this undulating track here as we got to go into the double left-hander. And he wants to stay behind the white line. That's the ticket for the DRS. So let's see. He's got to pop it nice and early. 1:18.9 fastest lap. 1:18.5. So Vass is the quickest car on track right now. Here we go, side by side. He gets that move done so early before the turn because you actually turn a little bit left before the braking zone and he flies. And he's now got his eyes set on the Mercedes driver of Vass. Sector 2 and 3 yellows. Is that Davies? No, it must have been Licorice. We have a car off the circuit. It's Masticles. And he rejoins. Awfully dangerous compared to where the other cars were on circuit. But he must have got his braking zone all mixed up there because we can see the end of it, of him flicking across as we actually have Newell side by side with Masticles as all the temperature has been lost on Masticles. And Newell trying to go down the inside here. Not the best run because you just can't set yourself up for the next place. Wise move is just to say stay for the DRS or get him into the braking zone here because I thought there was a DRS zone here, like a small one, but that's my memory eluding me. Trying to pull the car up, did not want to turn in. So let's see how Newell sets us up. Is Masticles breaking away enough to protect the move into turn 1? And Masticles is actually flying away. Newell he's got his DRS open, 10 to 15 more kilometers per hour. 50 more kilometers given to the driver with the back wing open. And Masticles actually gets to hold that position from his mistake from the previous lap. And Kane on the medium compound, side by side, flies. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, Masticles. So he's dead. Yeah, I didn't make the graphic for like the safety car thing, but
I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought.
And Dutchy has pitted and he stays in the lead. We are under safety car conditions. Is he going to smash the rear of it? He won't. Alright. Safety car tunes.
can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep in it till I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. I'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep in it till I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep in it till I feel your touch.
Fuck, we're still going. Jesus Christ. A wild bird has appeared. My #1 donator. For subs. Put your hands up. $1 bills, yo. Oh. Oh. Hey, clunky boy. And the safety car is finally in. And no base. Let's see how Dutchy performs the race restart, and he goes nice and early. Where's Vass in all this? Is he going to get the jump? He needs to stay as close to Dutchy as possible. Is he going to make a turn, move into turn 1? Oh, any minute now in the braking zone, squeezing him. Some would say that's moving in braking zone. It all depends on who you ask and where they are on the track. That was Kane going on behind against Deals. Oh, Kane, look at that Tokyo drift! Oh! And he goes back on the circuit! Oh no! Davies! Oh, he's luck. Please not another fucking safety car though. Keep racing. So Davies' luck has gone from bad to worse. Deals still getting away with murder. I'm kidding. He just doesn't want to get hit by a car. His luck. He's got an angel on his shoulder. And he's got God in the corner. Sector 2 yellows again. That's bad voodoo. Does a high spin right in front of... Oh! Davies gets away from this one. And once again, I still believe this is Kane's worst ever performing game in history. He just doesn't get any luck. Nothing will go his way, even though he's one of the quickest drivers here. So Dutchy, quickest car off the race restart on the mediums. Wait, what? I guess so. So Vass is the closest car on circuit towards another one, as well as Mendy. We'll keep our eyes on Ghost as well, but Mendy looks like the car that wants to make a move soon. Oh, let me hydrate. Thank you. Aussie slang, because horse can drive, or sometimes can't. The thing with like the Aussie slang one, I can just say any, even though we're all Australian, it just pisses people off. I can just say servo, which equals a service station, which equals a petrol station, which equals a service convenience, whatever you want it to be. There's your Aussie slang. Unless you want cunt. Or there's cunt and then there's cunt. Or cunt. Or cunt. Oh, cunt. It's all about the T. Oh, cunt. Or cunt. Aussie slang is so beautiful. DRS is now enabled. Yeah, I'm surprised Davies just hasn't retired, but he needs to stay in the race as long as possible. To keep those points towards the top 3, since everyone gets points, it's better just to stay in the race than to get 0. I was hoping for a move by now by Mendy, and Licorice is dead. Oh, fucking safety car! It's such a long race. There's like 10 people. Dutch for the win, has to. There's Kane just going the long way around. What the fuck? Fucking hell, man. Chucking the tunes back on. Abuse the channel points that you've got. Feel free to even put them towards the Animal Crossing stream. Do whatever you want with them. We'll go into another fucking dance. Another music break under safety car. Enjoy. Might just take song requests at this point. Jesus. Should I just be like the FNL DJ bot?
Moving on the dance floor. Dancing tonight. Moving on the dance floor. Dancing tonight.
Bass is disqualified for ignoring yellows. The fuck? Yeah.
On the dance floor. Dancing tonight.
By Rich Brian. I actually already have that liked.
Moving on the dance floor. Dancing tonight.
I'll add it to the queue. I almost think there's more viewers than there are cars on the circuit. Oh, it's close. It's close. Oh, no wonder the viewers are up, because people are retired, so they want to watch the race. You guys suck. Jesus Christ! Wow, that's the worst thing I've seen today. What a poor layup into it. Well, it's lap 14. Let's go. And Mendy does a race restart. Nearly had a 5-man car pile up on the lead up to this race restart. We've got any minute now having a pretty poor track because he's got Dutchy on his inside. And he slides. Oh my god, Ghosty out of nowhere! Collecting any minute now. And he's gonna. And any minute now is actually gonna lose another position to Dills as well. Ghost. Fantastic guessing under braking, but with a little bit of contact, a little bit of left and right work. Oh! Bad voodoo. Even Kane's getting in the squoggle there. A lot of drivers a little unsure of where the fuck to brake when it comes to race restarts. Jesus. Side by side action here. Any minute now on Dills. They're going to be loving this. And he comes flying in. And we have a bit of a squoggle. Oh! Nearly a little bit of contact that would have caused Dills to spin 100%. How's the game handling after the recent update? I have not been on the game till now, and when I race, I don't. So I can't give you a comment. Kane trying to get on the inside of Newell here under the braking zone, and he's going to just turn in on him. Oh, just avoids the contact. Spatial awareness is high here. Last time I said that, Newell and I think Kane died. See how they go, because there's no DRS yet, and he decides to not go out of it. I thought the intervals were broken there for a second. I was like, the update didn't do shit, but it's still good. And we'll toggle over the way to Ghost to see how he is on the back of Dutchy, and he's going to stay there behind. But we're going to stay on Kane here on those faster softs, and he flicks towards the inside. Oh, and he's going to catch that inside curb, and it's an instant free spin for you. Congratulations, you've caught the curb and you've played yourself. And Kane falls down into last place, which is 1 point if it was real points. If it's these points, it's 11 points. And Dutchy gets 3 seconds, so that's going to be helping Mendy in the long run, especially on the hard compound. Yeah, it's just to stop people from retiring after lap 1. I think it was always a thing. Oh, Ghost. Is that a front wing? I don't know, because it looks like he was making his move, but then that space was slowly vanishing a little bit there. We can probably just have a look at the contact and the lead up to that move as well. So was there space? Did he move? Oh, I think he might have just misguessed how close he really was to Dutchy there. And he just collected the back tire. I don't think there's any damage at all. Me neither. The Fennec is just getting dusty. Yeah. I reckon I think you would love Dirt Rally. You should get into some Dirt Rally then. Still get that wheel back into use. I think the new Dirt season starting soon for Rallycross. Oh, no, not for Rallycross, just for Rally. New season starting soon. We just finished our nine races. Get a full week to do it. 12 stages. A lot of fun. It only takes like an hour and a little bit to do. So Dutchy. Oh, and Ghost has actually pulled up a time penalty as well. So now Mendy's laughing. Because we've just gone over halfway, finally, of our league race here. And then see how Dutch can go. And he's absolutely flying past Ghost. Like, that was rocket ship kind of speed. Because that came out of nowhere. It looked like he was just going to sit behind. Let's go over to Davies now. Oh, maybe I shouldn't watch Davies. Or maybe I shouldn't mention his name. Because I think when I say the word Davis, I think he's got a spin. Oh, no, he doesn't. We don't want to jinx him now, do we? So maybe we'll just go away from him. But he's got to make a move. We have to stay on him. As much luck as he wants to make with the number 43, the lucky number 7 is not going to be with him. Oh! And there's Newell into the wall. Or was that any minute now? Any minute now is in the wall. So maybe Davis' luck has turned around. Because his luck before, he would have collected him. Dutchy with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:17.6. Mendy's lost his position now to Dutchy. Dutchy has found his grip. He's got the temperature in the tyres now, and he is absolutely flying. Mendy, who I thought was on the hard compound, is surprisingly just on the mediums. So does the mediums go the whole way, or do they need one more pit stop? I'm a little unsure. Is that an emote or of a car? Oh, it is too. Little Ferrari. I'll just keep it on Mendy. Oh no, actually keep it on Technique. Yeah. Imagine there was like, well, everyone's getting points no matter what, but like imagine like that system wasn't a thing. Bad Voodoo gets 1 point instead of like 10 or 11. Here we go. Flying through the pack is Davis. Oh, that car does just not want to turn in. Oh, there's a gravel. And now he's 1.3 seconds back from that individual mistake. And I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, that this race has completely died off. Like, all the cars are still roughly gathered near each other, but like, Technique and Ghost, there might be a battle soon. If Davis doesn't want to make a mistake, he'll battle Null pretty soon. How was everyone's predictions? What were they? Dutch, Dills, and Vass. Well, Vass has been disqualified, so Rappel is probably... Oh, he's won so far since Dutch is in P1. Dills is currently in P5. Oh, and there goes Davies. Why is it such a familiar sight? Then he falls down to 9th position. I shouldn't have had the camera on him, but he was going to get a move. He was going to make a move. Who would have thought that the potential top 3 was a double Alfa Romeo with a Mendy and Ghost? So closest battle, Kane in any minute now. Cade. Here we go. And easy as you like it, easy even on the softs. And Kane is now just disappearing into the horizon. Passing any minute now into turn 1. Comfortably as you like it. And he's just whipping that car around as well. Am I excited for the Austin, Texas race? Yeah, it always kind of brings in kind of good racing. It's not the most exciting circuit in the world. For me, I do love the look of turn 1, like how high it is, like ovulating, like it's just, that's cool. And sector 1, just watching the cars filter through the S's, and Ghost gets another 3-second time penalty. But yeah, it should be exciting. Good to see. I would like to see how Danny Rick performs. He does like the US, so keen to see how our boy does. But yeah, it's still F1. It's still always exciting. Even when the races are boring, there's usually like 5 laps of excitement. Ghost nearly collects the inside curb of what made him nearly retire multiple times. Technique out of the pits, and we have no real battles on track. So do I do like a Fox? Do I do like a Sky News and just leave it on Dutchy for the next 10 laps? Davies has returned on the back of Any Minute Now. I don't know if Any Minute Now is just slowing down just so they can have fun, or he made a mistake, or Davies is literally quick enough for it. But how about you, Clunky Boy? You excited for the Texas race? See how exciting. Oh, and he's gone wide once again, and he resurfaces behind. Yeah, it's just, yeah. This is just like F1. Could just do this, and Lewis Hamilton leads the race once again. Most camera time I think Dutchy will ever get for one continuous take. Alfa Romeo having their best overall race with Mendy and Ghost in the 2 and 3 spot. Yeah, it's at a normal time. Max for the win. I don't think that Red Bull is as rapid as it was in like Bahrain, you know, compared to Mercedes. I think Mercedes have picked up their car's pace, and I think that straight line speed that can occur in Austin, Texas is very Mercedes-like. Welcome to the chat, Will. First time chatter. The Discord is the gaming center, just anyone can join that one. If you are interested in FNL, let us know in the chat for league racing. This is our lowest one after our 2-week return from the game, finally releasing their update to make it drivable, as well as more of an easier spectating time for me. And we are at Imola, currently in the exiting part of the Grand Prix. 2 safety cars so far. Well, welcome to the chat. How do I join the league? We are currently in race number 10. If one of the people in chat wants to put a Discord link in, they may. I'll get one on my phone. If you this is a Oceanic League, I should say. It's an Australian one. So if latency is an issue, you might not have the best of times. Well, yeah, it is. Unfortunately, I'll have to get permission. Maybe if one of the admins is watching. I know a few of the admins are driving, obviously. But feel free to whisper to me, and I'll be able to send you one after I get some confirmation from these lads for the invite, because they've disabled it. Any minute now, jump 2 positions from Mendy going into the pits with Dutchy. So the effective leaders of the Grand Prix are finishing with a soft compound most likely. And they are coming out of the pits battling. And Dutchy gets the leap on him. So Mendy's job, his real objective here, ladies and gentlemen, is to stay within 3 seconds of Dutchy and to not pull a time penalty. These guys are on soft, so Dutchy was the quickest by far, like a lot, in qualifying. He was 4/10 quicker from him to his teammate, and Mendy, I don't think he was within the second of Dutchy's qualifying time. But Mendy was super consistent after the first safety car, coming back from a small individual mistake. But Mendy's trying his best to stay within Dutchy's grasp, especially with DRS, and he's not gonna. Fortunately, he's fading quickly, but as long as he stays within that 3 seconds, it doesn't really matter. But the way the pace is going with these fresh softs, yeah, Dutchy's away. Let's have a look at the race details of our biggest winners and losers so far in the Grand Prix. So our biggest winners so far have to go to Newell and Kane, up 8 positions each, as well as Ghost, who is currently leading at going up 7 positions. Our biggest losers, other drivers that have DNF and disqualified, is Vass, Sniper Monk, Masticles, and Licorice. But on the circuit, the biggest loser so far is Dutchy, but he has pitted onto the softs, and he will be climbing back up climbing up that table quite quickly. The only reason that I think Dutchy is a lot quicker than these other guys is because he practices. There was a lot of drivers do. They have like a practice session, I believe, midweek. So, hours into the game, it still does matter. Yeah, and he does probably do plenty of league races, as our big boy Papa is on Rocket League. But yeah, it's all about power, like consistency. You do say he's practicing a lot. Like Kane is one of the quickest drivers that I've seen on PC for a while, and he's got no luck behind him. You need a bit of luck when it comes to racing as well. Can't bank it all just on raw speed. You can have fantastic 1 lap pace, but if you have no racecraft, you can't really go any further. Like, you can have the argument, it's like, why do I need racecraft if I'm always leading? Safety cars exist. Come out the pit, you don't want to make a wrong mistake. It's all about picking and choosing your battles. But pace is a big factor. Rudu just enjoying himself, just happy to be here. But yeah, looks like Ghost is maybe trying to drag it out. Let's have a look at his tyre details. 13 lap mediums. I think he might be able to stretch that. I think Dutchy and Mendy, I think that was a bad move. He has 6 seconds to his name as well. Yeah, 6 races in a row up here. We had no luck and got no points until Hungary last week. Well, he got points, so that's like it's a big moment. Yeah, sometimes you can have like a perfect race, but if someone has an incident in front of you and you hit them, you can't really do anything about that. You can only just laugh about it, really. But that's what some drivers experience. Some drivers experience nothing but someone else's mistake, and they cop the biggest consequence from it, and they just can't. That's what it is. But Dutch is trying to get past Davies here. Davies is trying to defend for his life. Let's see how Dutchy performs when given the opportunity with DRS, or is he going to go for a move earlier? Since he is on the quicker softs. Is he going to try and make a move? That gap is closing awfully quick there. And Dutchy is away. He wants to get that move done before DRS is given to him. So maybe Davis can get the move back. But man, Dutchy's fucking pushing. Like he's already pushed 7/10 away. Oh, what was that? What was that gear 8 squoggle there? Because Davis is flying back up past him. So maybe not the wisest of moves from Dutchy trying to get him before the DRS on one of the longest straights. The longest straight in Imola with the slight bend. If you know the Top Gear episode, then you do when they were trying to set a really fast time with like a Noble and like a Lamborghini. Sends it down the inside. And then Davies giving him plenty of respect and room. Are still side by side. And Dutchy files in front of him and gains that position back. So maybe pitting wasn't the best option for these drivers, since the mediums looks like they go in the distance, and with the traffic of these that Dutchy has to go through, Mendy having the worst time. He's fallen into P6. He was leading the Grand Prix at one stage. Oh, what's happened with Dutchy here? What's happened with Dutchy? What on earth is this? I'm a little unsure what happened with Dutchy's engine. Is he down? Is he upshifting or downshifting a little bit too much? We've got to see a double move here. We'll stay on board with Davies here because he's got to get that move done. And we can see the move between Mendy and Dutchy in front of him. Is Dutchy just playing with them? Since he knows he can't gain 5 seconds in 2 laps, is he he's just playing with them? Just 2 weird moments, and then nearly the exact same part of the circuit with Dutchy's Mercedes there. Let's have a look at those tyres. 16 lap old mediums from the front 3. The old dogs of racing. 3 stops from Ghost, but he's got 6 seconds to his name, so he falls down into P2 currently. And Dills is looking like he's going to claim a Grand Prix win here at Imola. The first race here at FNL, he's going to claim a win. And Dutchy is now away once again. See if we see any issues with that gear 8, because we've seen some issues before. If Ghosty had none of those time penalties, this would have been a fantastic display of strategy. Because wowee, he's had an absolute dominant performance when it comes to strategy. Staying out on the mediums with Dills and Null, and Mendy gets his first 3 seconds of time added to his finishing time. And then Null actually starting quite far back on the medium compound, grabbing a podium in this race, unless Dutchy goes past him and then somehow just pulls away 3 seconds, but he won't. And Dills really just has to sit 6 seconds behind Ghost, and this is a Grand Prix win. Sector 2-3, and that's Kane out of the Grand Prix. Don't be a safety car. Do not be a safety car. There's 1 lap left. You can't do it. Dills is actually 1.4 seconds away from Ghost and winning on circuit. I think he might be pushing for this, even though he could comfortably stay behind and grab it with the points added. 14 drivers started this race, and we've only got 9 drivers finishing. Kane, funny enough, will actually finish in front of Bad Voodoo. with his 2 laps behind. And I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, we just had Dutchy go past Null, but Null will just go past him at the end. His car is still on track. It's been a whole lap. Watch Dutchy, please. I missed it. He's gone. 1.3. So Ghosty will cross the line first with a fantastic strategy, 3-stop strategy with the 2 safety cars, finishing in P1, but will finish in 2nd place. But Dills, coming out of nowhere, like I said at the start, you cannot doubt this driver. He never gets time penalties. He will finish in P1, and that itself is now the driver in the lead of the Drivers' Championship, as well as taking the team to leading the Constructors' Championship. So Dills single-handedly has been holding this team together with the absence of Papa Fresh, and now they are on top of the table in both the team and the individual championships here at FNL. And with the absence of Yumsy, there is no reply for now. Yumsy might have to make his return, being absent for 2 races in a row. But this is our return back to league racing here at FNL with the patches and updates that F1 has provided. See, look, Bad Voodoo will finish behind. See, 30. And Dutch, oi, hold up. Dutchy actually finished in front of Null by 0.031. He had a 3-second time penalty and there was 1 lap left and Null could not hold on to it. Damn, what an effort from Dutchy to stay on the podium. As we'll wait for the trophy ceremony, the champagne here at Imola for the first time. Congratulations to Dills for his 2nd P1 here at FNL. Thank you everyone for tuning in and supporting these drivers and the stream. I'll send you over to my good mate Andre. He's currently in an iRacing race at the moment. Go and support him. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.
Perfect timing. We're going to view the. There is a wind